We just met. This is our first time meeting.
We have never met before. I've seen you, of course. I've always been a fan.
And I've always been a fan.
No.
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my goodness.
I got to tell you something. I grew up watching you.
You did?
I grew up
watching me?
Yeah, your show. I love your show, always. That's the best show ever.
It has been around for 25 years.
25 years.
You see how I'm going with that? Listen, but now what's interesting to me is we've never met, but you know we was in the same movie, right?
I know that.
You do?
Know. Sort of.
Sort of?
People have told me that before. They say, you know, I was in the same movie with you, but I don't remember the movie, or because I didn't see them because I was in a different part. Which movie was it?
I know, it's crazy. It's like sometimes you could be in the same movie with people and never meet them or even know you were in the same film. It was Sandy Wexler.
That's it, Sandy Wexler.
And I think my name was Courtney. Now, do you remember at all? Nope.
No. I do remember. But you know what's funny? I've been in a lot of films, and I can't remember my character's name in any of them.
Yes.
Or the lines, because you just let it go once you leave.
You don't want no parts of it after it's done.
No. I forget my own name sometimes. Isn't that the truth?
I understand that. Yeah. Well, then how many Adam Sandler movies have you been in?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, he count.
One. No, I've been over a dozen of his movies. I've done all kinds of movies for him. And they've all been my characters have always been kind of embarrassing characters. You know, like in Little Nicky. Have you seen Little Nicky? Yeah, so there I was. I played Tithead, the gatekeeper of hell. And the makeup department did an amazing job with these breasts on my head. I mean, you wouldn't even know that they were fake, except that they're on my head. And everybody, I mean, they had water balloons in there, and they just jiggled, and everybody wanted to feel the breasts on my head. I mean, all day long, people wanting to come up to me, and they'd talk to me about it, and a lot of times I have to say, excuse me, but my eyes are down here. My eyes are down here.
Get 'em.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And you're from Saturday Night Live. Like, what do you get, right? But what do you get recognized most for?
I get recognized, it's interesting, people recognize me, this is where I am at my career, but they're not sure where they know me from.
Okay.
And they want to guess. And they're always like low-level jobs. It's like, wait a minute, don't tell me. Where do I know you from? Do you collect shopping carts at Costco? Is that where I know you from? Wait a minute. Were you that sign spinner over in La Brea and Fairfax? No, I'm not.
No, I'm never Jennifer Hudson.
No.
Ever. I always look like her. I may be her cousin, or I may have went to school with her. And I'll say, you know what? And now, before people say, you look like, I'll be like, I know, Jennifer Hudson, right? And then they'd be like, yeah. And I'm like, people tell me that all the time.
What's that, Jennifer Hudson? No, that's not me either.
You know, no, she seems to be a nice girl, though. You have some amazing stories in your book. Like, tell me about meeting Prince, because he's one of my favorites, too. Prince, y'all, do you see this?
Yeah. Prince, he was on SNL when I was there, but I never really talked to him. He was kind of like secluded, I kept him isolated, sort of. And when I went to the SNL 40th reunion, which was a couple years ago, at the after party, he actually played at it. He got up on stage and he played. But I was standing in the ballroom where everybody was, and there's a lot of huge celebrities. It was like the Hollywood Wax Museum. Everybody was there. Eddie Murphy, Paul McCartney, on and on and on, David Bowie. So I'm standing there, and as I turn around, I become face to face with Prince. And he's looking up at me, and he recognizes me. He says, where do I know you from? You collect shopping carts at Costco? Anyway, he didn't do that, but he smiled at me. He recognized me. I smiled at him, and we shook hands, and some small talk. And then I introduced him to my wife, who's a huge Prince fan. She shook his hand, and then he was surrounded by, I don't know, these 3 girls that were in the band, was backing him up. It's really interesting looking girls. And then they just moved away. They just went out. They kind of like floated into the other room. And I went to take a picture of him, and the girls go, no pictures, no pictures, no pictures. And then as he left, my wife goes, oh my God, he shook my hand. He doesn't touch anybody. He shook my hand. And I could feel like this vibe going up my hand. It's an electric charge. I said, all right, let's take it easy. He's just a musician, okay? He's a singer.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.